Hello and welcome to our May Workshop Wednesday. It is the first day of May today. So happy birthday to all the Taurians. Now, if you are not a Taurus, that's okay. We can still work through some of these same aspects that the Taurians have that might be out of balance, and we can bring those back into balance in all areas and aspects of your life. So during this session, if you need to drink water or go to a bathroom or get more comfortable, walk around a bit, maybe even get your feet on the earth, that is okay. You won't be missing out on anything. You can always come back and watch this again later on. Now, we're working with Taurus. So today I have the Earth fork. I'm not sure if you can see the Earth symbol on there. There we go. And we have the Taurus boot as well. So we're really bringing in the energy of the fully aware Taurus for this session, and we're balancing any aspects of the unaware Taurus. So Taurus is a really earthy kind of sign. They represent stability and loyalty, very loyal. You can always rely on a Taurus when they're in their full and present state. They're dependable. In their most expanded expression, they're very good listeners, and they pause and they take time to answer. Now, you might be a Taurian, or you know one, you might have it somewhere in your chart, and they're not expressing that. That just means they're not quite in balance. So when a Taurus is in balance, they're the person that you would go to if you need someone that's dependable and you need someone just to listen to you and really take on board what might be the best thing for you. This is where you go to a Taurus. They're determined, persistent, loyal, dependable. They can be stubborn as well, like the bull, you know. So they might make a decision and then they stick to it, and that's it. Because Taurians are actually very good at decision making as well. They take care of themselves really well. And, you know, this will be stronger in some than others, but they love food and they love eating. I know some Taurians and they do love their food and they love the taste of the food too. Of course, it's not just to one star sign. They have a real strong loyalty and trustworthiness. So they take care of other people just as much as they take care of themselves. So they're aware of other people's needs. It makes them really good leaders as well. So whether it's in a workplace, family, friend group, you'll find that the Taurians kind of take care of everybody and lead them into decisions and, you know, what direction the group might go in. Now, in the unaware or undeveloped aspect of Taurus, they can be guarded, so they don't let you get close. They can be dismissive if they don't get their own way. So when a Taurus is not in their full expression, they might pull away from you if they don't get their own way in the decision-making process, say. And this is because they have a fear of rejection as well. So that fear of being rejected, they reject you first. So the tuning that we're doing today is say you feel life is too challenging and you want to bring that back into balance and make healthy decisions for yourself. So, you know, this can come and go in our life like this, where sometimes on the low part, we're just really not sure of our direction. What are the decisions we need to make to get that upswing? So that's what we're going to be working with today. So we're going to explore some different questions So you will need a pen and paper or your phone, whichever way, or your tablet, whatever it is that you would like to answer these questions. So we're going to go through all these different things, and they're going to bring a different awareness to what you might be feeling. And then we're going to do the clearing and tuning with the earth fork and the Taurus boot. So you've got your pen and paper, or your tablet, your device. Make sure you have some water. It's really good to drink water through this too. Helps to clear things through. And just getting comfortable in whatever space you are. It's best not to be doing this while you're exercising or driving. So you've got all of those things in place. So we're just going to start with the first question here. So in what ways does life feel too challenging, too difficult, or too harsh right now? It could be something really big, or it could be something quite minor, but there's a frustration with something. You know, it could be something to do with your home, having something fixed. It might be in a workplace, different kinds of relationships. If you're noticing a similar pattern in different areas of your life, just write down maybe some dot points, or what the feeling is. Is it frustration? Is it sadness? Is it overwhelm? So just writing down where you feel like things are a bit challenging or a bit difficult for you at the moment. Because the Taurus is all about decision making. So we're going to be doing the clearing of the resistance to you making decisions or things changing. Because when we have those feelings of frustration sitting in the field, it's like the energy of that is a magnet. So it will then attract more and more of that same experience, the feeling of the experience. So it might look different, might have different people involved, but it will feel the same. It will feel frustrated. It will feel overlooked. It will feel overwhelmed, whatever that feeling is for you. So that's why we want to change the charge of that emotion sitting in the field, because when you change it, it's like the magnet part of it drops, and then those feelings don't keep being magnetized back to you. So now we're going to go to the second question, which is ways in which you don't take responsibility for your own decisions. So this is when it does feel overwhelming and things are so challenging or difficult that you just want to step back from it and you need a break. It feels too much. So these questions are not criticisms, they're not ways for you to criticize or feel bad about yourself. They're just an acknowledgement. So it's avoiding making decisions because you feel powerless, because you don't know how to make a decision. You don't know the way forward. And this is part of the human experience. So you might be oscillating between this, deciding this, or deciding this. There might be a third choice, or it just feels so overwhelming. It feels like there's 6 different things. You're not really sure which way to go. It could be that when you have to make a decision, you just freeze. That is the ultimate, like, moving away, is because it's too much. And we all have moments like this. So it's really important to be kind to yourself when you're experiencing it. And now when we're actually moving it and changing it in the field, just taking some breaths if you need to while you're writing these things down. Drink some water. So the next question is, does fear of rejection or criticism stop you from connecting with others? So this is not uncommon. It's sometimes might feel easier to be by yourself than taking the risk of connecting and then being rejected, criticized, or a combination of the both. So it's having friendships at a distance, at arm's length. It's not quite getting close in social groups or sporting groups or your art group or your music group or um, whatever it is that you like to do as a hobby or an interest. It could be just staying on the outer of those sort of things. And sometimes it's self-protection and it's valid. So this is not a criticism. This is just the feeling of having to ultimately protect yourself instead of being around other people with ease. Okay, so this one is, are you guarded about your feelings? This is not sharing how you feel. Just keeping it all in. And this is a way of protecting yourself again. Do you do you reject friendship, connection, or assistance as a form of protection? So Taurus is all about looking after people and bringing people in. And this is the opposite. It's not getting too close again. So we're going to bring in that aspect and feeling of Taurus, of being connected, feeling like we can trust other people, and that we're going to be safe and okay in those connections. Do you seek outside validation, praise, or reassurance? So it's not having that trustworthiness in here and knowing you're okay in here. It's looking for it outside. You can write these answers in full sentences, or it can be in dot form. You can do drawings, whatever it is that you like to do. Next, we're going to explore whether you compare your sense of style, appearance, home, or possession with others. And this is the aspect of the Taurus where they actually have a really good sense of style and who they are, and they express that through their clothing, through their home, how they present themselves, how they present their business. So just the ways in which you might compare with others, like, oh, are they better? Are they doing it better? Is that more than what I've got? So it's like looking outside, whereas it's right in here. Okay, in what ways do you feel restricted when communicating? So the Taurus is about communication, connection. They communicate their decisions well also. They get other people on board. People love that decision making. It feels confident. It feels like they can follow that person because they make such a great leader. So, ways in which you falter with your communication of how you feel. Because sometimes when there's a big personality, you might feel like it's overwhelming then because they're so big that you don't feel like your voice is big enough to get across what you're trying to say. It can feel very overwhelming. Okay. So our next exploration is, do you stop to listen when others take you into their confidence? Because it's a two-sided thing. So just writing down if you feel like you're really listening to people. Are there ways in which your communication can improve? Remember, you can write down as much or as little as you like with these questions. Have you felt like someone significant in your life didn't spend enough energy or time listening to you? You feel like it was dismissive, or you felt like what you were saying wasn't as important. So just think about the person, situation. These are all things that we're going to clear through this tuning. Okay, so we are just going to take a couple of minutes here. You can just reread over your answers, have a think about it. Is there anything you want to add? So we're clearing ways in which we are feeling challenged, ways in which we feel like we're not making the decisions we need to make for ourselves moving forward. You might be oscillating between making a decision of this is the right path or that's the right path, or maybe it hasn't shown up for you yet. We're really exploring where we're too guarded, because we're bringing in this Taurus energy of trustworthiness and being really solid in who we are. We can make our own decisions and they'll be the right ones for us. We can connect with other people and we can feel really solid and stable in those decisions. Okay, so just in a really comfortable space, had your drink of water, you're lying down or sitting down. I'm just using the Earth tuning fork, the Taurus boot, to really amplify that Earth energy. So just taking some deep breaths into the body. You can put your hand on your heart, or if it feels more comfortable, on the plexus or the sacral. Just feeling into the body where there might be any stiffness or discomfort. Just taking your awareness there. Just breathing in deep to that space and exhaling. Just take another breath, keeping your awareness on that spot, whether it's a shoulder, a knee, could be your back or your feet. Maybe your eyes are feeling a bit sore. And just relaxing into there. This is where we're going to release these emotions and this energy that's stagnant and resistant sitting in your body. Okay, so as we know, tuning forks aren't really loud and they're recorded. So you may hear the first activation, but just connect in with the frequency of the fork, connecting in with the earth frequency of the tuning fork. We have the intention that you're receiving the tuning and the clearing. In and out. Push the breath out if you need to release that emotion. So we are tuning any emotion sitting in the field or the body that is attracting the feeling of life is just too hard and challenging at the moment. Or any aspects of your life that feel uncomfortable. Just releasing those emotions. Just feel into the body where it's feeling uncomfortable. Connecting in to the vibration of the earth tuning fork. Allow this vibration, like warm water over a sugar cube, melting away the tension and the discomfort in the body and the field. Breathing in. Exhaling, pushing the air out of the body. With the intention, I release resistance from my body and my field that is manifesting as discomfort, challenges, anywhere it feels hard or difficult in my life at the moment. Releasing the resistance. If you have your own tuning fork, you can use that as well at the same time. If you have a sore spot on the body, you can just put the boot or the handle on that place, just allowing the vibrations to run through. Feel that releasing, breathing in and out. We're now going to release any habits, behaviors, any inherited emotions or ways of being where you actively avoid making decisions. It maybe feels difficult, so you avoid making a decision, ignoring it, avoiding it. Because there's a sense of powerlessness. So we want to reduce that sense of powerlessness and bring in empowerment, bring in that leadership energy of the Taurus that's confident and strong and believes in themselves. So the Taurus knows how to make a decision. Bring that energy, breathe it in through the crown, above the head, bringing that confident energy down through the body, into the feet, connecting in with the earth energy of the tuning fork. Breathing out any resistances, any emotions that are causing resistance to feeling confident. Confident in your decision making, what's right for you. Now we're going to be releasing the emotion of fear of criticism. And this might sit in the body in your plexus, most commonly in the sacral area. You can feel the resistance with the tuning fork. It's like you can feel it pushing up against the emotion. I can feel this resistance. So just take some really deep breaths together. Our intention is that we're helping each other clear this. The more we work together, the more we amplify the healing, the tuning, and letting go of the resistance. By joining our energies together in these tunings, we're actually helping each other amplify, move through these resistances. Just balancing the fear of rejection, which can stop us from connecting with other people. Taking a breath in, pushing the air out. So when our intention is that we are working together, these things shift quickly. So we've amplified our intention of moving through these emotions. Okay. Just moving through, letting go, needing to be too guarded that we don't connect with other people. Sometimes that's valid. We do need to protect ourselves against harsh, difficult, or overpowering energies from other people. But sometimes we need to connect with others. So it's discernment. That's that decision making. Discerning who to connect our energy with, not just rejecting everyone and keeping guarded against everyone. So just feel the changes in the body. Feel those stagnant emotions releasing. We're just going to release any inherited ways of being where you compared yourself. So you have learnt from parents, siblings, friends, society that comparison is how you judge yourself. So we're releasing that for you to have your own sense of self, feeling you're good enough, bringing in that strong, confident energy of the Taurus. The ball doesn't compare themselves to anyone else. So just breathing through. So you can say these words out loud. I am confident. I am grounded. Bringing in that beautiful Taurus energy. I am confident. I am grounded. I release any stubbornness or resistance to connecting, connecting with my own heart, feeling like I can depend on myself. I release any sadness, resentment, or frustration. I release any sadness, resentment, or frustration. I can depend on myself to make clear decisions, healthy decisions. I am strong. I am reliable for myself. I forgive myself for doing the best that I could at the time. You're just releasing any emotions where we may have felt bad about ourselves, felt like we needed to punish ourselves with negative thoughts because we couldn't make those decisions for ourselves. We didn't show up for ourselves. Just releasing that now. Forgive myself for doing the best that I could at the time. I forgive myself for having self-doubt. I forgive myself for having self-doubt. I forgive myself for doing the best that I could at the time. Breathing in the strong, confident energy of the Taurus, bringing it from the crown down into the third eye, into the throat space, confident energy into the heart space, down into the plexus and the sacral, bringing this strong Taurus energy into the base, through the legs, down into the feet and into the earth, tuning into the earth frequency of the tuning fork and the Taurus energy in the boot, and just bringing that down through the body into the earth, connecting in, feeling strong and confident, knowing that you can make really good, clear decisions for yourself, connecting in with yourself and what you need and what is healthy for you, breathing into the heart space. I am confident. I am grounded. Breathing into the heart space. There's still any discomfort in the body, just taking your awareness there. Connect that into the heart space. I am grounded. Feeling that heart space expand, dissipating any discomfort in the body. I am grounded. If you have your tuning fork with you, just placing the tuning fork on the heart space, root or the handle, feeling that vibration running through the body, dissipating any discomfort. Just taking a deep breath in, into the heart space. I am grounded. Relaxing the breath out of the body. I am grounded. Just feel that energy of the Taurus expanding in the heart. Feeling the entire body expanding out into your biofield. Feel that deep connection with the Taurus, that earthy, grounded sign. I am grounded. You can watch this again. You can go through as many times as you like. Answer the questions again, explore it longer. You can stop the video and write down your answers more in depth if you need to. So after this tuning, remember to drink water, soak your feet, or have a bath in some magnesium. It helps to clear the emotions from the body. And just take some more breaths in. Feel that energy of the Taurus for the rest of the day. And I'll see you again for our next Workshop Wednesday in June.